What is up? How's everybody doing today? It's later in the day. I'm wearing the same t-shirt. I know. Look, man, when you have that rest day after a vacation, you just want to be lazy. I know. It's not what I should be doing. But listen. I mean, anyways, comment down below. How's God blessed y'all? Um, just want to see just who's been blessed and how have you been blessed. Um, in today's video, give me a second while I pull up. This one's gonna be more of a. This one's gonna be a complete, like, almost personal thing. I would say, or more like personal opinion on this subject. Which is trusting God daily. Um, yeah. So I've done a lot of videos. I've done some videos like where it's saying like trust God through the hard times. How to have peace through the hard times, and like videos like that. And a lot of times, all of it comes back to this: like, if God hasn't answered how you want him to answer, doesn't mean he's not there. And it's like every day we wake up with new problems. Every day we wake up with uh new struggles, or to the same struggles. You never know. Like, could be the same, could be new. You don't. I don't know. Um, but at the end of the day, it's like you have to make the conscious choice to trust God with those struggles. Um, it's hard. It's a hard thing to do. And another thing is like what nobody ever really addresses is like it's almost kind of like a pride thing too. You have to set your pride aside and trust someone else with your issues. Um, and that's something that no one really ever really talks about, on how like you're kind of being selfish when you don't give up your issues, and you're not like being fully trusting when you don't give up your issues, and you're kind of being prideful because when you don't trust someone else with your issues, you're essentially saying you can do it on your own. Or you're saying that you don't need help with it, right? And in that moment that you're making a prideful choice of, instead of putting my pride aside and admitting I need help, you are then saying, no, I can do this all on my own. Um yeah. And it's not an easy thing to do, right? Um it's not, to trust God daily. It's really not. Um because sometimes our life isn't going the way we thought it would go, or the way it should go. Um, because a lot of times we tend to make plans for the future. We tend to make plans for like what we're gonna do tomorrow or the day after that. But when we get there, something has caused it to change. Whether it be finances, whether it be, I don't know, maybe you had a kid when you didn't want to. That's an extreme gap. But or it's just like even small things. Maybe you just had a flat, right, in your car, right, or just something like that. It's like there can be things that come that change the plans you had, and in those moments, you can either run away from God and try to do it all on your own, or you could set your pride aside and say, Lord, I need you in this moment, and I'm gonna trust you even when this happens. You have to be willing and able to trust God every day, regardless of the circumstance, right? Um, you can't forget one key factor. God is always bigger than the storm. You may not believe it, but he is. And it is hard to believe that, right? At the end of the day, you have to set aside your pride and allow God to step in, right? I want to say this thing that someone showed me the other day that I think kind of, you know, that really helps with this. A yes from God blesses you, a no from God protects you, and waiting on God prepares you. Regardless of the situation and the issue, you have to remember to trust God. Just because you got a no doesn't mean he wants the worst for you. It means he's trying to protect you. When you get a yes, savor that. Understand that it's a blessing. And when you have to wait, know you're being prepared for something greater. And trust God in that. So those are my personal thoughts on um, trusting God daily in our daily lives. Yeah. If you like the video, drop a like. If you're not subscribed, can you subscribe? If you want to. If you don't, that's okay. So God bless the day.